Can I make all the 3D models for my indie game with absolutely no 3D modeling experience? Hey everybody, I'm Jacob. I make weird indie games after work, and about 1 year ago I decided I wanted to make a game where I made every 3D model by myself. There was just one problem with that. I'd never made a 3D model before. So, yeah, I gave myself 2 months to learn Blender. I'd made 2D art before, but 3D was completely new territory. I watched some YouTube videos and started with this. A little gray cube man, I guess? Then I learned you could make ovals, which was pretty advanced for me. Then YouTube tutorials started kicking in. I made this humanoid, this horrifying monkey that still haunts my dreams, this Ape Escape Hippo monkey, the famous plumber, this guy from that one cartoon, this other guy from Adventure Time, and eventually I started making my own characters, like this rabbit safari guy with the sword for some reason, this duck with a giant axe, this frog dude, and wait, hold up. Look at this frickin' frog dude. Just like that, something clicked. This frog was so good. I had to make a game around this guy. And thus, Ribbit Riot was born. This was the start of a 6-month project all about crazy cartoon frogs that destroy everything. Now I just had to make everything. First, I polished the frog until it's perfection. I also discovered a little cheat. None of the frog's body parts are actually connected to one another. They're basically just a bunch of floating shapes connected to bones, hilariously enough. Which means I can animate them without doing a bunch of complicated mesh deformation. And because they're ridiculously simple, I can spawn hundreds of them on the screen at the same time. So making one frog was great and all, but then I realized that a game needs stuff. And I had decided I wasn't going to use somebody else's models this time, so I had to make all of it. So I did what any normal person would do. I industrialized frog production. I made templates. I wrote down every step of my workflow. And then I just started cranking these things out. Buildings, cars, trees, cats, weapons, frogs, props, frogs, more frogs, whatever the hell this is. And the weirdest thing is I never actually became some amazing 3D artist. I just got really good at making these. Everything is ridiculously simple. Spheres, cubes, cylinders, basic shapes. But Ribbit Riot isn't supposed to look realistic. It's a game where hundreds of stupid frogs knock a city apart. The simplicity actually became the style. So about a year ago I'd never made a 3D model in my life. Then I spent 2 months making creepy monkeys and weird little dudes. Somehow one of those dudes turned into a frog, and that frog turned into an entire game. And somehow every 3D model in that game ended up being made by me. They're simple, they're goofy, but honestly I think that's kind of the point. Ribbit Riot is on Steam now if you want to wishlist it. It really does help me out. Thanks for watching. Till next time.